that started at 7:00 p.m. on a rainy evening. I was at my friend Adam's basement with a group of others. The fluorescent lights buzzed overhead as we settled in for what would become an unforgettable experience. 8 minutes later, the world began to shift. The room became more vivid, colors intensifying with each passing moment. Everything felt different, more real, more present. The shadows on the concrete floor began to swirl together, forming strange patterns. Two-dimensional cartoon cars and houses appeared, morphing and changing shape before my eyes. Time began stretching and warping. Each moment felt like an eternity. The basement transformed into an unfamiliar space, and the faces around me became increasingly strange and distant. The red couch became a liquid ocean, threatening to pull me into its depths. I felt like I was drowning in a sea of crimson waves, unable to distinguish reality from hallucination. As my sense of self began to dissolve, I experienced an overwhelming realization. I was dying. The fear was intense but strangely familiar, as if I had always known this moment would come. But then something extraordinary happened. The fear dissolved into serenity as I became one with everything, the trees, the grass, the entire universe. My consciousness expanded infinitely. I saw visions of the stars and heavens glowing brilliantly. Swirling galaxies stretched towards infinity, more beautiful than any astronomical photograph could capture. Time began moving backwards. I felt myself becoming younger, rewinding through my life like a video in reverse, approaching the moment of my birth and beyond. Suddenly, a flood of memories overwhelmed me, not from my life, but from before my existence. The ultimate truth of reality began revealing itself in waves of understanding. I realized existence was an enormous circle. Our earthly lives were just small segments of an eternal journey, continuously cycling between physical reality and universal truth. The path of my soul was illuminated by colors I had never seen before, impossible shades beyond our normal spectrum of perception, painting the universe in indescribable beauty. Slowly, consciousness began returning to my body. The familiar basement started materializing around me, though still pulsing with enhanced reality and strange energy. The realization that I had been completely delusional hit me hard. The universal truths I had discovered began slipping away like a dream upon waking. Looking at the grain of the wooden table, I could still see patterns forming and shifting. Rainbow halos surrounded the lights, but the intense visions had largely subsided. Finally stepping outside into the rain, the world looked reborn. Each raindrop contained a universe of beauty, and the air felt charged with renewed life and meaning. Though the intense experience had been challenging, I felt transformed. I had glimpsed something profound about the nature of reality, even if I could no longer fully grasp what I had learned.